All right. Let's do this. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Perry. Hey, Dave. Shark.
Crawling with killers, man.
I know this place is crawling with killers. How's it going?
Dude, I bought a shirt, so there's 30
I know. I
bucks.
saw that. Yeah, thanks. Hey.
I came right from work, so I gotta go to my sister's at 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's do this. So, do you have 25 bucks for a chip? Joelee, do you have a chip?
I do have a chip.
All right.
Are we playing for a chip?
Playing for a chip.
This is my.
These are for.
I had to buy one last night to
Yep.
play in this match.
So they're 25 bucks. Good. So you get a chip, and then that's what you guys play for, a chip. So if you win, you get 2 chips, and then you have 50 bucks.
Do I get to go to like?
These are only spendable. So you can cash them in for cash or Venmo or whatever. So it's like our currency for playing for belts and things and challenging it. Knitcoin.
If you play a
I
guy,
keep saying knit, but I don't know what
A knit is a person that's like super cheap. At Nitty, it's like they just try to, yeah, it's a thing in pool. It's like they're real careful. Like they don't want to bet anything unless they're gonna win.
Like,
And
we have angled, if you say let's play for 100, he goes, oh, 25. I'll play for 20.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Or
I'm trying to figure out who Bob is,
but he's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
So okay, so we're gonna go. So we're gonna play 2 out of 3 races to 3. We're gonna play M8 rules, which is basically behind the kitchen is a scratch on the break behind the kitchen. The 8 ball is not a win on the break; it's spots or re-racks. If you scratch on the 8, you lose. So it's not like BCA where you can, if you scratch in the 8, it's not a loss. Yep. Any other questions?
Yeah. Break, is it open off break?
Yeah, open after the break and alternate the break. But go ahead.
And then since it's open, can I do solid into a
Yep.
stripe?
Solid into a stripe, just not the 8 ball into a ball.
Just not the 8.
Just not.
Yep.
It's the only not neutral ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep score there. Perry, are you gonna keep score?
Yeah.
Perry's a good scorekeeper.
Right, you can put this somewhere.
No, we'll be good. No, you're fine. I don't know.
We have to get these out.
We gotta get, yeah. Well, that's
Our guys
it's
watching
already
it all?
started. Yeah, it's already started. So we already got the chips. We're all good.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You can play, okay, you can play around them. So then, yeah, normally we use those to play for the belt, but like if you guys are gonna play on the stream, which just makes it easy and fun to have something going. And then, yeah, and then it's no problem. You got any other questions?
Pretty self-explanatory.
I know. I'm super excited. It's like this is gonna be a fun match. Yeah. So that's it. Leg for the break, and then alternate the break. 2 out of 3 races to 3. All right, let's do it. Here we go, Perry. Sharky. What's that? They're playing right now of just a set, like just a stream match. Yeah, it's not a belt thing. It's just a stream thing. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Dave.
Saturday lesson for everyone at home.
Yeah.
Don't play like Joelee.
Don't play like Joelee. All right. What's up?
Does this machine work here?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yep.
Let's see if it works.
Go ahead. 2026. Oops, here. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Just use this.
Oh, okay.
So you just go 202611.
Okay.
Shit. Back. It goes in the menu.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you looking for? A drink or something?
I want to buy a soda.
Register.
Okay.
Soda.
Yep.
There.
Okay.
And you just use a card. Just go charge
Okay,
on card.
pay on the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then where's right there?
Yeah, you can either tap or insert.
Let's see how this works. Okay, that's how that works. Let's see what happens.
You tap up here.
Oh.
There you go. And then it'll say if you want to sign or not sign or whatever. Just no receipt. You're good. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. How long are you gonna be around for?
Yeah, maybe an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you want to jump in on commentary.
Well,
You're kind of shy though. All right, here we go. Joelee versus. I suppose I should close the door. Joelee versus Dustin. So Dustin has never played a Fargo event. He doesn't know his Fargo rating, and we're going to find out together. We're going to use Joelee as our guinea pig, right? So we're going to use Joelee as our. Joelee has a range, right? So he can play from high 400s up to like 600. That's like everybody has a range, right? I think his current Fargo is probably 490 something. So we're gonna see where we fall in here. So let's figure it out. Okay. I'll text Perry, make sure that everything's good. He's hearing it from the outside. Yo, Perry. How's the sound? Okay. All right. 2 out of 3, races to 3, 8 ball. So what I'm going to look for is Joelee. Joelee wants to get rid of his deceleration. He wants to make good decisions, and he wants to play. He just wants to make good decisions and execute well. So let's see. Okay. So step 1 is he broke, and now he's going to look at the rack and decide, right? The 11-10 is kind of congested a little bit. The 15's got some problems. Now he's pointing at where his problems are, right? I actually probably prefer solids here because the 4 goes by, the 2 could be made, come back for the 6. The 5, 7, 3, they're a little dicey. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I might shoot the 5 into the 7 and then make the 3. I mean, that kind of like frames them open a little bit, but then it's too much to do maybe. Shooting the 1 ball could work up in the corner. And then maybe, you know what could work, would be okay, is shooting a carom off the 7 and getting the 7 off of that rail out towards center and then pocketing the 3. So you could shoot the 1. There's a little bit of an angle. That's the problem with shooting the 1 in the corner. You're kind of float towards the 5. So let's see what Joelee does. But that mess up by the side pocket needs to get dealt with pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the shot. It's just he missed it, which is fine. It's a decision. So we look at the decision and say, man, totally correct decision. You look at the execution and you say, okay, just not executed, but it's the first shot of the rack and it was a tough opener and the first shot of the set. So let's go. So now Dustin looks like he likes stripes. The issue is the 15 and the 13 is congested and the 10 and 11 are congested. So, and the 8 ball is congested by the 3. So I look at stripes here and think, not sure. If I was going to shoot solids, I'd want to get into that 7 and 5 situation pretty quick. So honestly, what I might do is shoot the 3 and just stun towards the 5, or shoot the 3 and knock the 7 and then feather into the 5 and kind of feather them both open and just start with trying to kind of get the balls all open for solids. Okay. So now we're in the same situation. Now we're in that situation that I was saying earlier. I might shoot this 7 carom to get the 7 off the rail, and it might even open up the 5, and then I would draw off of it to hit the 3 and draw the cue ball off the 3 towards the 14. I mean, this sounds like a lot going on, but it's really not. It's just a thickish hit on the 7 with draw, and we're gonna like directionally draw off the 3 on the carom towards the 14 and open everything up. So not leaving, okay, breaking the 7 with the cue ball is not good. You want to use a carom to break it. And that's kind of why, right? Because he still has problems. It didn't get what he wants to have accomplished. He got the 7 open, but now he's got the 13 down there. So now I think strategically, what I would want to do if I was Joelee Poo is not shoot this ball in because he has no real big plan, unless he's going to shoot the 7 into the ball next and play safe. So you got to get that stripe taken out with the 7 next if you're going to shoot the 1. There's no running out here. We gotta get that ball switched around and get the cue ball in the end rail. So now the shot is push the 7 into the 13 and get the cue ball down behind the 2 ball. Just even anywhere near that 2 ball. So if you go inside, you hit the 2, you might sell out the 10. So it's a little bit of a bad angle in a way where the cue ball wants to run into the 2, and if it runs in the 2, he might leave the 14 or the 10. But this is great. It doesn't really matter, all that. I'm fine with all that. I like what he did there, other than he left the game open. Because now Dustin can shoot the 15. See, it's like he kind of halfway, he did most of it right. Like, so I'm going to say decision-wise, A+. Execution, he lost a little detail with his cue ball. Because Dustin can just snap this 15 in and then the balls are open. They're not easy, but if he makes the 15, he can win the game from there. I have no idea. There's some huge pounding noise here. But if he can make the 11, I would shoot the 15 now because it doesn't go anywhere and you're on it. It goes up in the right corner right now. And the thing that's nice is, okay, you could shoot the 15 and stun down for the 9 off of 1 rail down to the end rail. So you can get your cue ball down table. This is not good. The 15's the shot. Okay, well, let's see. Because see, he's probably holding the 15 to he was trying to draw into the 7, which I get it. It's just yeah. 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 Okay. So now Joey's got an issue. He's got an issue with the 4. And so I would just push the cue ball and try to pin behind the 7. I wouldn't make the 7. The 5 ball he's got to deal with too, right? So I would let Dustin go back to the table and I would force Dustin to shoot the 15. You can play a safety on the 7 where the only ball he can hit is the 15. He's shooting it for thank you, Perry. See, he's shooting a ball in. It's too soon. Too soon. Too soon. He doesn't have an answer for the 5. I mean, now he's got to go the 2 to the 5, but see, the 4 ball's a problem on that side of the table. So right now he's shooting his balls off the table and he doesn't have a runnable run out, meaning if he got kind of lucky to get on the 2 and now he could kind of like sweep into the 5, but he's going to have to get sort of lucky to get a shot on the 5, and then he's going to have to get a shot on the 6 with an angle, and then to maybe come back for the 4, and then he's got to get the correct angle to sneak through for the 8 over there. So it's just way too much stuff going on. He's shooting the wrong shot here. If he's going to be this far into the game, you got to go for the run out, Joel. You got to go knock into that 5. Okay, this is no good. It's just, yeah, I mean, he was trying to play a safety. That's fine. I say it on all these streams. That's actually the best thing that could happen to him, because if he was playing safety there, okay, so he was not necessarily trying to make that 2. He was just trying to put it over by the 11 to block and kind of open up his congestion, whatever. So that's fine. I like what he was doing. It's just, he's got 4 balls on the table and Dustin's got 5. So we want to be really careful about shooting balls in. Same with Dustin here. You don't want to just shoot 2 or 3 balls off the table and get into a ball deficit. So let's see what Dustin knows about 8 ball. Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to tell you a little something about Dustin. Dustin's been watching Daddy's videos because Dustin just hit a great shot. And And he told me when he took a lesson with me last week, and he told me he kind of binge watched some of my videos. So that was impressive. I'm literally not patting myself on the back. I don't care about me in this situation. I care about the student. I care about the player. And all I'm saying is that was awesome. That was such an awesome shot because he left his material. He didn't shoot a ball in. He put it in a good spot. He left Joelee tough. I mean, fucking bravo, man. And now Joelee, see, now Jolie's gonna, yeah, see, now Joelee knows what he's doing. Jolie's doing the same thing. Now, did he execute it perfectly? No, because he still has that 15 ball situation, right? So he could lose from here if Dustin went balls out. And the reason why you could do it on this shot is because if you sneak this 15 past the 10 and that cue ball is going to scoot right behind that 14, you could play safety. He's looking right see, this is what we're talking about. He's either going to shoot the 15 and play his cue ball back in that range there and kind of leave a tough shot in the 5, or he's trying to look at where he wants. See, that's exactly right, Dustin. That's some like, okay, Dustin can play pool, okay? And Dustin pays attention because Dustin just designed the perfect shot. 15 ball in the corner, cue ball behind the 14. He tried to get the cue ball there. See, that one I would have tried to pocket because it naturally went down. Dustin, if you watch this back, I think that ball slides off the side rail and slides down behind the 14. So it looked like you were not trying to play the 15, but you cleared it. I'm so excited right now because I've been doing these streams for weeks and everyone just shoots the balls in. And when they stop shooting the balls in and they start playing good 8-ball, I just get hyperventilating excited, okay? I get hyperventilating monkey tilted when they shoot their balls in. But now Joelee and Dustin are playing some like really good 8-ball all of a sudden. Now the execution's not perfect, but the choices and the strategy and the looking for spots that are dead zones, everything they're doing is awesome. So now Jolee's got to get multi-ball position here. The 4 ball's the problem. So what's he going to do with the 4? Let's see what he does with the cue ball. Okay, I like it. Now there's a path from the 4 to the 6 to the 4. It's pretty parallel to it. If that cue ball's down like 2 balls past the 5, it just naturally goes. You don't want to go 2 rails inside. Well, you could, but it's real natural. If this cue ball is like 1 or 2 cue balls past the 5, he's going to stay up and go 2 rails. I don't like this. I'd rather see. It's fine, but it's like this is a detailed inside English shot. Well, he could shoot it in the corner or the side. Okay. Jolee's going minimal cue ball movement. The only issue with that is he's going to have a tough shot on the 8. It's going to be hard to get on the 8-ball. If he had the cue ball right where the 6 is or right to the backside of the 6 like he's looking, it just doesn't come across for the 8 very nice. So it's tricky. I'd rather have the cue ball up on the right side rail going towards the 8, right? This one is going to be tricky. Now he might switch. He looks like well, let's see what he does. If he loads it and pushes it or hits it. No, he's going soft. Okay, well, I don't know if it goes past the 15. I like that he's trying to make decisions and that he's studying the table, and it's great. Hey, Steve Miller. Big game matinee. That's right, Steve. All right, so now Joelee left himself not the best. He's got about a half pocket, and shooting in the side is a lot of cue ball movement. So, yeah. I mean, you'd rather be shooting the 8 from the 4 ball where it's at. If he would have just stopped it, that's better. Because now he's going to have a difficult time getting shape. He's going to have to, if he rolls forward, it's no good. Yeah, that's no good. Yep. See, it's just, yeah, no good. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's whatever. Okay, so now Dustin can do whatever the heck he wants, right? His balls are in space. They're good. There's nothing bad going on here. Everything looks great. He could simply chip the 9 over a little better to in front of the pocket more and leave Joelee a kick on the 4 or even a thin cut safety on the 4. But when the 9's over there 3 inches to its left or 4 inches to its left in that same distance off the rail, if you could just move the 9 and just bank it one rail softly in front of that pocket, there's nothing that Joelee can do. He can just basically kind of lose the game. Or if you want to get super fancy town, move it in front of the pocket, in front of the 8, so that there's only one pocket available for the 8 and you control the pocket with the 9. That's worth it. I would do that. I would actually do that. I would have pushed the 9 there in front of the 8 ball, but like 3 inches. I would have banked it to the side rail and just blocked the 8, because then you have best of every world. You got the pocket blocked, insurance, just a little extra insurance, and then Jolee's kicking, and it's a nightmare, right? So now he's kind of taking material off the board when that 10 ball's there. And, basically, if he would have done my shot, if he would have done the shot I was talking about, Dustin, and just simply just move the 9, Joelee would have kicked at that 4 and opened up the 10 for you. So now you have to deal with the 10 as you shoot balls off the table and destroy your position, right? Because I don't think the 10 goes by the 4. I mean, I could be wrong. If the 10 goes by the 4, then forget everything I just said. I don't think it does, though. Now, that's the shot that I wanted you to shoot a few shots ago. But if your decision was, I'm good because I don't want to have to run 6 open balls, I want to run 3 open balls, I can get on board with that. But see, Joelee, yeah, just with less balls on the table, he can get luckier, right? That's it. Because he's going to hit this as like a kick in the side, I think. I don't know if he's going to call it, but kind of kick and stick and go back to the side, the end rail. That's what I think he's going to do. He might cut it and just put the cue ball back where it is, ish. Or there. That works too. I don't hate it, honestly. It's not bad, because that 10 on the side, it can go. Yeah, not easy. Not easy. Yeah, see, I like what he's doing here. He's looking at where his cue ball's going to be when he shoots, trying to probably figure out, what am I going to do from here, right? Looking at different options. I like it. I like what you're doing, Dustin. I mean, both these guys, honestly, so far, so good, right? Yeah, I like it. Okay. you you want to not be flat like this, Dustin, because if you were back 4 inches from here, you could shoot the 9 ball and drag it side rail and 2 rails up table to shoot the 8, not past the side pocket. So that's fine. Yeah. And if you miss it, ooh, this is a problem. This is a problem. That's the problem that we talk about too. Yeah, missing with the opponent's ball, right? Where it was. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It happens. That one was too soft of a shot. You were trying to maybe do too much with the cue ball. And the thing I liked about my shot, it was like a stop shot, or maybe like a 2-inch draw shot, and then you could chop across 2 rails and shoot it in the close pocket. So Joelee, because the 9's there, he's gonna have to go. I think he goes 2 rails, high ball. I wouldn't stun it. I would go roll it, but I think he's gonna stun it. Yeah, I don't know. See, I like rolling 2 rails because you're not jacked up here. You basically guarantee that you're coming away from the 9 off that second rail. So that was just like a 3 rail inside shot. Not Jolee's wheelhouse necessarily. And see, he had to kind of decelerate and drag and stuff across. I mean, if the 9 wasn't there, it'd be fine. But the shot that I was talking about, it actually comes off and towards the second diamond. You really can't end up here. If you hit it, you'd end up closer to that second diamond, so you're not jacked up. So let's see, does Joelee come with the shot? He decelerated, sort of. No, he got it. That was I guess he didn't decelerate. He actually hit it okay. Just kind of popped it in. So, yay, pool. Good job. Nice work, chef. All right. So now it's 1-0 Joelee, and I'm loving what I've seen so far. Really, really good stuff from both guys. Honestly, really good stuff. Like, it's good. It's good. Not perfect execution, but good execution, solid in most cases. And, you know, the decisions are pretty good. Dustin got a little deceleration on that the last few open balls, got himself into pretty much a winning position, and just caught a little deceleration on that shot up table. You know, so
Dude, jacked up over the 9. That's how you get shape.
that's right, baby.
Yeah, jack up over that 9. Perfect spot.
Yeah, exactly. Joey's the man. Jacked up over the 9, perfect shape. He's good. You know that Joey's super present when he comes in and does fucking commentary in between games. It's awesome. Joey's the best. All right. So I guess what I'm saying is everything's awesome. This is awesome. All right. And to think I thought about quitting commentary at the club because I was so monkey tilted. All right. Well, now people are learning how to play. What a break. Oh, sick. Little cue ball, but shit, man. What a beautiful break. I'm telling you, man, this Dustin is he's got it. He's got what he needs to play pool. All right, solids, you got the 3 ball and the 6, but the 7 goes there. It's really the 3, right? The 4 and the 1 are kind of a problem. So what would I do here? I mean, starting with an off-angle combo is a little dangerous. I don't like stripes because of the 11, the 15 sort of open, the 9, 15, or 13 or whatever. I feel like the solids are a little more open as long as you can get on the 3. But it looks like he's thinking stripes. If you're going to shoot stripes, you got to get an answer for the 11 immediately, right? And then it's a little dicey because of the congestion with the stripes, with the 15, 13, 9, 14. Even once you get past the 11, it's a little dicey. So let's see. Okay. I'm going to say that that we're going to be able to watch and see how Dustin handles missing balls, right? And because he's going to miss some balls, right? Because that's a shot that he wouldn't quote unquote normally miss. So we're going to see how he handles that, and then we're going to see how he handles everything. Now, as far as like, did that hurt him? No, that shot didn't hurt him because Joelee ain't running out. It's very likely that if Joelee starts trying to run out, that Dustin's going to get back to the table in a better position than if he made that ball because he was on the wrong group. Okay, now Joelee just showed me that he's learning how to play pool because that's the shot. Open them up, like kind of frame them open like that. If you're going to try to run out, that's the shot. So now Jolee's showing me some growth and some paying attention and some. I'm liking what I'm seeing here with Joelee Poo. Now it's going to come down to some execution stuff and pattern selection. But as far as Jolee's decision making, that showed me Jolee's got some really good decision making going. Because if you're going to shoot those balls, that was the shot to shoot. Right? Because look, he's got the 10 potentially. He could shoot the 11 if he wanted to. He could shoot the 14, the 15, the 13. I'm not saying you're going to shoot any of those balls. I'm just saying you open them up, and because there's so many balls left on the table, you're going to come up with a shot, and you need them open like this, right? In order to go. So now your issue is the 9 and the kind of the 11 and the 9. So you kind of got to solve for that, or the 13, excuse me, the 13. And the 9. So that's the only issue. If he's got an angle to hit the 9 here, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, he just went straight with it. Well, I'm trying to think of like, see, the problem with the 14 is you'd say, oh, the 14 leads to the 9, but it doesn't because of the 3 and the 7. So the only place that 14 can be used for the 9 is if the cue balls where the 9 and the 8 are, which it's like impossible to get back there. So that's what congestion does. It causes problems. The 9 doesn't lead to the 14, even though the 14 has a pocket. Because where the 2's at, because where the 3's at, because where the 8's at and the 9's at and the 7's at, it has basically one pocket available, and it's super congested. Yeah, so the issue is the 9, right? That's the issue. And then again, the 13 down there. So yeah, now he's doing the thing, because what's he gonna do? Is he gonna bang into the 4 here? I mean, that's not gonna be any good. There's our landlord. I don't know what he's doing. Working here, Jaron. He's looking at some electrical thing. Okay, so now Jolee's got congested. See, he doesn't have connect. Yeah, this is an issue. See how he figures it out. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. I mean, that's like pig finding truffle breakout, right? So now he's got half a cue ball in the 14 and 2 congested balls. So it's just, I love it. It's great. It was very aggressive, but after he tried that breakout and it was so congested, he either needed to figure out a different pattern, which was super hard to do, or play a safe, right? So really what I like on that rack, because everything was towards the center and I don't mind what he did if you're trying to run out, but I also like just playing safe and letting dude run out, right? So now Jolee's playing kind of an ineffectual safety because he tied up one of his last 3 balls and the 7 still goes. So he put himself in a pretty bad spot right now. Now all Dustin needs to do is chip this 3 ball and not hit the 6. And even if he hits a 6, who cares? But he has a free shot to just pin him on the end rail behind the 6 here and just chip the 3 towards the side rail. Yep, because the 1's covering, the 4's covering, the 14's covered. That's it. You don't want to move the 1 because it opens up that pocket better. I mean, you could move the 1, but basically you want to be on this side of the table, because the 9 is blocked by the 4 and the 13, and the 14's blocked. So the real spot he wants to be with the cue ball is down by the first diamond on either side, on either rail, on the left or right rail, down by that green chalk. He wants it anywhere down there is good. Does not want to hit this 7. I mean, he could run out. Okay. He could run out, but not. Yeah. Okay, shit, man, I'm such a nit. He can run out. The balls are open, right? Gets on the 6. Yeah, it's fine because the 4 and the 2 and the 1 and the 3. It's fine. Yeah, it's good. He can run out. I take it back. I'm sorry. I got a little bit too carried away on the safeties. This is a runnable spot, but he's got to like deal with that 4-1. I guess the 2 could be a key ball. So what does he do? He gets the 6 to the 3 to the 1 to the 4 to the 2. Comes around the backside of the 1 to the 4, past the 14. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but see, this is tricky now because he's going away from the 1 and the 4. I would look over there because you don't want to come back for the 2. It's a lot of cue ball movement. And the side pocket's big. Let's see what he does. I like getting on the 4 here. And he's got the 2 in the side, but that's a lot of cue ball movement too. Pretty thin. Okay. We'll see. Maybe it's probably thicker than it looks. He's got multi-ball position. 2 to the 1 or the 4. Okay, I take it back. I take it all back. This is awesome. Soft hit. Split it. Either ball. Thick. Okay. Noise. This is great. I take it back, Dustin. You're the man. I sleep in my car as a commentator on this rack. This is brilliant. Push forward. Tiny back cut on the 1, slides right up for the 8. Okay. I like it. Just got to get on the 1. It's going to go natural over. Yep. Beautiful. Ah, thing of beauty, Dustin. It's perfect. I'm wrong, you're right. I'm ugly, you're good looking. You're smart, I'm stupid. I sleep in my car. All right, Joel's in trouble. Joel's in trouble. That was a beautiful run out, and it was well played, and it was a really good pattern and well struck. So Joel's in trouble. Joelie's in trouble. Let's see though. We like this. This is a heavyweight fight all of a sudden. Okay. I'm excited. That okay, Dustin can play and he's coachable and he works hard. He's showing me a ton right now because so here's Dustin's story. He used to play quote unquote good pool or a lot of pool 20 some years ago. He went in the military. I think he has 20 years in. Now he's out. I think his kids are older. He's in his middle, he's like 48. He's in his late 40s. And he enjoys pool. So he hasn't played competitive pool. He just plays with a table at his house and kind of looks at pool the way he used to look at pool probably in the 90s when he played last. So he comes back to pool, finds my channel, binge watches some stuff for a few days, takes a lesson, and absorbs everything I'm telling him and steps up on a stream and plays great. So that's a pretty cool origin story. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm excited. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I taught him everything he knows because the guy played for years, right? But I think some of the stuff he's doing now is some of the stuff I worked on him with or explained to him or showed him or stuff that he's seen in videos already. So, but yeah, he also brings a good game too, right? Like he brought a good game with him. So I get it. No one's not saying you're the man, Dustin. I'm saying I'm not trying to take credit for any of this. I'm trying to give you credit for being a great student and being a hard worker and being like smart and understanding that there's answers and solutions to these puzzles and that the puzzle's important, right? Because when Dustin came in for his lesson, he liked to kind of give me just a little bit of discussion, a little tiny pushback, right? And it was fun. And we got along really well because Dustin's also like a Cam Hanes guy, which is like a Goggins guy, and was a Goggins guy, and these guys are ultra marathoners and like fitness, like mental toughness guys, and so Dustin and I connect in that way. So it's pretty cool. Is he shooting the 2-ball here? I don't hate it. The 7 is a problem, right? I like solids. I'm just trying to solve for that 7. That's all. The 3, as long as you can get towards that 10, you're totally good. It's some issues. So I see why he's looking at that too, because it just seems like, well, I don't want to shoot the 6 necessarily. It doesn't lead to anything. The only thing here's what it is. Shoot the 6, shoot the 4, shoot the 3, and knock the 7 because that leaves you a shot on the 2, right? So it's a stop on the 6, a stop on the 4, or draw. Oh, stop. Stop on the 4, and then you're going to shoot the 3 and pull down into the 7 and sweep it rail, ball, rail, and you're going to have a shot on the 7, and you're going to have a stop shot on the 2, and you can shoot the 158. It's a little dicey with the 158, but that's kind of it. The shot is 6-4, 3, sweeping the 7 because you got multi-ball position to get on the 7 or the 2. So let's do a sticky stop shot on the 6 and then shoot the 4 and then the 3. Okay, so he wanted to shoot that. That could work, corner. That's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Four stop, 3 slide down and click that 7 into that stripe. Yeah. Let's see what he's got. I like it. That's your dad? That's Dustin's kid? Plaractual? Pretty sure that's my Hoyt. That hat didn't let him tell you otherwise. I don't know what that means. Okay, I gotta get back. Okay. Ooh, the 7. See, this is a problem. What are we gonna do with the 7, Dustin? Yeah, we had to move that 7 that time, that shot. Okay, I was trying to read comments. You're not gonna draw into the 7. You're gonna run forward and you're gonna break off. See, this is leaving your trouble for too late because that 7's trouble. So oh, you're shooting rail first? This could work. Okay, this could work. All right. I'd rather break it, but because this is a tough shot. Rail, ball, rail. It's pretty far away from the pocket. Hopefully he proves me wrong. Yeah. Okay. One shot is to shoot the 15 and clip in the 7 and use the 15 to block the 5-1. Dicey. Not as dicey as shooting the 10 and missing and losing the game, though. So I kind of like designing the shot where I sweep off the 15 and see I have a pretty big block area there with the 14, the 11, all that's in the 15. It's just kind of whatever. But yeah, I kind of like it. Man, that 5-1's wired though. Yeah. So that was all. That rail. Okay, so that ball off the rail shot, it's not as bad of a shot if it's hit 3 shots before then, right? Because now Joelee can the blocking in the pocket doesn't do much because Joelee can push the 15, knock the 7, and hook him where he has to jump it in, which he can. This probably has a jump cue. I don't know. He played in the 90s. Probably doesn't have a jump cue. But anyways. No, you don't need to jack up, Joelee. Just push it because you want to control the 15. No, you don't need to jack up. You just shove it through at the correct thickness. Nope, no good. Joelee, no good. No good, Joelee. No good because you left the combo, Joelee. You didn't control the 15. The only chance Joelee had there was to control the 15. He kind of got tunnel vision there. Because you had to not jack up because you wanted to use the 15 to block the cue ball. He's just straight in to run out here. So that was just a tactical error. We'll just see. Yay, pool. Oh, okay, he's coming in. Guy that lives kind of far away. Okay. Unless the 5-1 doesn't go and he's got to hit the 1 first, but shit, maybe it doesn't go. Maybe it's into that point too much. Okay, well, I take it back. If that's not wired, it looks like it goes straight off the point in. And maybe with some throw it does, actually. You actually can hit the 5 on the left and it'll throw the 1. Okay, let's see. Just you got to get shape on the 5 though. Maybe Joelee will get back to the table. Yeah. That's the yep. That's the problem is the shape, right? So Joelee might get back to the table. Yeah, I mean that's the worst spot it could end up in. All right. Okay, cool. Hey. Yeah, I don't think the 7 passed the 15. He tried, but I think you had to hit rail first. So he could hit it like he did to wiggle it in front of the pocket, but it wasn't. I don't think it would go. These are 4 1/8 pockets. It's just not that big of a valley pocket. That's cool. Your dad's a hell of a dude. Plaractual. I really like Dustin, man, and he's a hell of a player. So, all right, he played a bank safety. Now Joelee If Joelee doesn't win this game, Joelee needs to sleep in his car. He's got all the free shots, right? You start with the 14 here, get on the 11, and get up table, right? So you're going to zone clear. 14 stop shot, 11 roll shot, 15 shot. You can go to the 10. You can go to the 9. You can go to the 13, 12. You can do it however the hell you want. So you don't have to even play shape, just a nice smooth stop shot. You have shape if you just stop it. Yeah, see, he's just fucking hit it so hard. It's spinning in a circle. Okay. So now he wants to leave an angle on the 15 so that he come back for the 10. You don't want to shoot that 10 because it's congested by the 8. So you don't want that ball left for later. You want to clear that out, right? So the difference between all the balls here, when you look, there's a zone. This half, that half. This half is 11, 15. You don't need to play the 8 in the corner. You got it in the side, right off the 15, back in the rack area, and then you can come up table and play multi-ball. You could go 9, and then you could go 13, 12 in the corner, Bob's your uncle. So shooting the 10 here is a huge mistake. It's too hard of a shot. There's no need to shoot it. You have a stop shot on the 11, a roll shot on the 15, a shot to get to the 10, and then you can go up table for the 9, 13, 12, 9, 12, 13, whatever you want. You don't even want to go that far past it. Just click it in. Okay, nice. Now, you don't want to leave the 15 because of the 5's congested against it. So shooting the 10 now would be a mistake. We want to shoot the 15 to play for the 10 shape. But we'll see. Okay. Because he has to get back where the cue ball is again to get back up for the 8. So we want to get rid of the 15 now. Okay, whatever. See, now if that 15 was gone and he was on the 9, he could shoot the 9 right between the 12 and 13, play multi-ball position, and shoot the 12 in the corner, the 13, and then the 8-ball position. Now that 15 is like literally closer to trapped down table with that 5 there, because he has to be below the 15 to get shape on the 8. So he has to come all the way down to the final 1/8 of the half table. It's a sliver that he needs to get on where that 15 was away. Just to close your eyes, and imagine the 15's gone. You almost can't mess this run up from here, right? Unless you do that. Okay. I mean, you can do that and decelerate and whatever, but yeah. Now see if he shoots this 12 in the side and then he's got to draw back the 13 all the way back table again to get on the 8. So the 15 is the congestion. I talk about a lot of these concepts of pool. Congestion is the problem with the 15, and that's why it needed to go. Because you clear your trouble first, even on an open rack. That 15 looks so harmless right where it is. It's actually maybe going to cost him the game. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, Joelee. I mean, okay, that's fine. He was just playing a safety. Okay, now I'm done begging on Joelee. Now I'm going to give Joelee, yes. All Joelee wanted to do there, that was a 10 out of 10 shot, okay? He missed the 15, and he could have ran out if he would have got it. A better angle on the 15 to get on the 10. So whatever, who cares? Picky, picky, picky. Joelee just did something that we just worked on in training. He cleared half his balls, understood that he's got the 5 pinned. He put the ball in front of the pocket, and Dustin hates life right now. He hates life because the 15 leads to the 12 leads to the 15, and the 13 leads to the 8. So he's going to have to come up with some shit here. All due respect to his kid in the comments, because I'm just talking pool. Nothing about Dustin. Dustin's the man. But he's in a tough spot. He's at a big disadvantage. Yep, see? It didn't. Yep. So that's it. So now all Joelee has to do is not shit his pants. He's got to get the cue ball another 6 inches up table on the 15, and then he just pushes in the 15. It goes naturally to the 13. It's a stop shot on the 13. He's got the 8. So he just has to not shit himself, and he can run these out. And not shoot the 15. Don't shoot the 15. It's too much cue ball movement. It's going up table by the 13. Shoot the 12 and get the cue ball. Because of the congestion, he's going to have a good angle. I don't like this. If he's going to play to the 13, this is a huge mistake. He's got to play to the 15, and if something shitty happens, go to the 13. You got to play. He's got to put the cue ball right where his fingers are. Okay, now 15 to the 13. I would like to have a little more angle and not be on the rail, because now we don't want to stun and end up with a really thin cut on the 13, and we don't want to roll and end up with a bad shot on the 13. We would have rather been down with more angle on the 15 and rolling across table, hitting the rail by where the 2 is, because now it naturally wants to hit over by where his hand is, by the second diamond. So if he doesn't, he needs to actually drag this, because otherwise it's going to be too far away from the 13 if he goes with a high ball. Okay. That's fine. The reason why he's here with this back cut, good news is he's going to cover the 5 with his shape. Bad news is he's shooting a tough back cut, and I would not play shape for the side here, because if he rattles it and comes out to center table, Dustin can win. If he plays shape for the corner by the 5, it's very tough for Dustin to win. So I'd be looking to get some sort of cut on the 8 in the corner here to protect against bad shit happening. Let's see what he comes up with. Okay. I like it. Okay. I mean, I would have liked to be 3 inches over where I could just hit a stop shot or even a little back cut on the 8 towards the corner, so I'm going away from the 5. Now it's kind of chips in, right? You just put this 8 in, the game's over. You don't think about blocking the pocket. You don't think about where the cue ball's going, because you've already lost that opportunity by where you put the cue ball. So now it's all make. We don't shoot the thing in the other corner because we'd have to draw it. We could scratch. So we're going to shoot it right in the corner past the 5. And we're just going to put our chips in and make it. You can't get too cute here, Joelee. Put your chips in and make the 8. That's it. And if you miss it, you lose. That's it. So just put your chips in and make the 8. There's no safety here. See, I don't like this. He's doing too much. If he drags it really quiet, that's too safe. Too safe. And the reason why is because Dustin can hit this 5 and put the cue ball up table. Joelee didn't get the 8 close enough to the pocket. If you shoot that shot, that 8 ball needs to be on the side rail parallel to where it is. So there's nowhere to play safe. He can put yes. See, he's looking at his cue ball and he's saying, I just need my cue ball right there, and Jolee's in trouble. So can he get the cue ball there without hitting the 5 into the 8? I mean, that's the only problem, is that he might have some issues getting the cue ball there without knocking the 8. So let's see what he does. You definitely don't want to just feather the 5 ball and leave it on the end rail too. Hey, what's up, Shark? I like what he was doing. He just hit it poorly. You got to go to work?
Yeah.
All right, see you, baby. Hi, hey, did you have fun?
Yeah.
How'd you do? You ready for Monday night?
I'll play Joelee.
Yeah.
What are we playing? Race to 3 twice?
Yeah. Good. Bar table stream. All right. So I see what he was doing. He was concerned about some stuff and left that 8 ball. So he did identify. See, that's a decision and execution thing. I knew that he was playing his cue ball all the way. He just hit it too thick and it died on him. So nothing bad there. It was a great shot, great decision. It just was a poor execution. So they're talking about it right now. They're playing some effing pool right now, and this is way funner to watch. I don't remember. Sorry, Kirchen. Kirchen. Insurance ball, not run out. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I'm just calling it like I see it. Sorry. Fast and Furious. All I can do. So the bottom line is, like, this is awesome, and this is fun to watch, and I like what's happening. I'm drinking on stream. What a terrible streamers slurping a iced coffee. I'm done with it. Don't worry. No more food or beverages. All right. This is good. Yay, pool. This is fun. I think we're going to have a close match. That's what I think. And so far, so good. Yeah, that was a tricky one. I like what he was trying to do. Just kind of chunked it a little thick. All right. Pluractual. Pluractual. What's your real name, bro? Because I can hardly say that other name if you're still here. Yeah, I mean, what a break, man. Impressive, impressive, right? Now it's all about solving the rack, right? And it's stripes because of the 7-ball, I think. I like it because I don't know. The 9, you need to solve for the 9. But the 9 goes past if it, okay, right? You shoot the combo on the 11 into the 15. You try to get a shot on the 11 if you can. If not, shoot the 12, shoot the 14, and slide down into the 2. You got automatic shape on the 9. So you intentionally use the 2 for position because it's the cue ball is right next to the 2. You got shape on the 9. And as long as you don't get dead straight, frozen, whatever, you can figure some shit out off the 9. So I don't like solids because of the 7. And you don't have to break anything out with the I think they're talking fucking these guys. They're playing each other and they're talking strategy. This is like, I'm ready to cry. I'm so proud. They're talking about the rack. He's got to get on the 7. That's his issue. He's got to deal with the 7. Doesn't have a pocket. And the way you choose in this situation, for me, I don't have to touch anything if I do stripes. I'm going to have to move something to get to the 7. And I don't have to move anything to get to that 9. I can just get there. I can actually, if I touch something, which is a 2, it actually gets me shape. So I like stripes for that reason. So let's see what happens. And it's also going to take some time. He's going to have to take some balls off the table. And the 5 can go into the 7 and the 1's insurance. So yeah, I would not do that. I would look over here, Dustin, and say 5, click that 7 and get on the 1. So I'd shoot the 4. You've got a natural angle with the 5 to go down into the 7 and push the 7 down by that chalk. So we'll see what he does. I'm not saying I'm going to get jealous if these guys turn to be best friends, but you know, Joelee always tells me that I gotta stop seeing Kalina. Maybe Jolie's trying to bro up to this Dustin character so he can make me jealous. All right. I would have had a little less angle because it doesn't go in. It goes into the 8, not the 7 here. So it's a little bit that 7 could stay where it is situation. Yeah, see that? He had the wrong angle on the 5. That's all. Dustin, the idea was correct. The detail of the angle on the 5 needed to be greater. More detail on the 5 would have got you to win this game, right? Because you're capable of running out. If you click that 7 softly, I think the game's probably over because it would have been great. But because the detail on the 5 angle, it just caused you to miss the ball, right? And even if you would have made it, I don't think you would have hit anything but the 8, and the 7 would have been stuck there. So let's see what Joelee comes up with. Okay. See, he's got a 9 issue. So now he's in the same spot. Don't worry about 11. Don't worry about anything else. Shoot the, see, but the angle's effed, right? Yeah, it's no good. The 14 leads to the 9. So, shoot. That was just sort of a weird shot. It didn't do anything for him, right? That's the problem. He had to hit that differently. So, yeah, I mean, here, okay, so stop for a second. He wants to have an angle on that 11 to come over, or 13 to go back for the 9. So he's got to stick it. Oh, Jolie. Deceleration. And I'll tell you what just happened there, sports fans. Jolie saw the solution with a stop shot and then a sweep around on the 13 to get on the 9 with an insurance ball with that 14 in the corner or side. He made up his mind. He got excited and he just fucking shit the bed. I'm sorry. Daddy's got a filthy mouth, Dustin's kid. I don't know if you're 14 or 15 or 22, but that's what just happened. Jolie got excited, solved the rack, and then bad things happened. So, okay. So now for Dustin. The 7's the problem. The 5's the next problem. I think the 1 multi-ball's up table between the 5 and the 2. So I would probably find an angle from the 7 to the 1 where I could drag up table for the 5 or the 2. And I'd prefer to shoot the 2 and bounce out for the 5 and then the 8. But let's see what he comes up with. It's the angle on the 1 that's going to determine what's going on. So now he's going to draw. I draw right towards that 14. Okay. Yep. I draw towards the 14 because he's got either ball. Yep. He's looking right now. That 14's a really nice target to draw towards. The 5 goes. Now he's looking at the 8. This is all great stuff, Dustin. Like really good stuff. Like very good detail. And I like what I'm seeing, man. I really do. So he's got a good pre-shot routine. He's got a great approach. He's got good everything. It's just how's his execution? And that was a deceleration. And that's just hasn't played pool in a few years and he's trying to figure it out. So everything is great. It's just gonna, like, the decisions are good. I like where he's looking at stuff. It's just I like how his safety game is. I like how he puts him on the end rail, moves balls around. Everything looks great. It's just he's gonna have to work to rebuild his execution a little bit. I would not do that. Okay, so if I was Dustin right now, I'd either fire this 5. See, there's putting him on the end rail here and putting your 2 ball. That's. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, there's worse places. There's worse places, And I'm trying to find out, is there a free shot, right? If Jolie shot this 10 up table and the cue ball went between the 5 and the 2, that's a free shot, right? If it goes between there's a pie. See where the pie is with the 8, 5, and 11? There's a zone right there. Try to picture like a dotted zone. If you fall within that zone, you're blocking the 2, right? So you kind of have a free shot at the 10. And if you make the 10 and fall in that zone, you can win because you could shoot the 14, come out for the 9, Bob's your uncle. So if he's not hooked on this 10, that's probably the shot, right? Because there's other safeties available, but that's actually kind of a nice one, So I like that. I mean, try to think about what else he could do. Well, what else he could do is he could just I don't know. It's just tricky, right? Because yeah, he just pointed to where I was talking about. Gosh darn it, Jolie, did you just see it? If Jolie hits this shot and goes right into that pie piece, I'm gonna give him a big hug when I see him. No gay stuff, just a nice hug. He always says that when I tell him I love him. I go, I love you, Jolie. He goes, well, Josh, I love you too, but no gay stuff. So he's trying to play a safety. Yeah, the 2's no good. See, he sold the 2, which is fine, but it's not fine because Dustin can spear this 2 and come around to the 14, 2 rails, and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And I wouldn't go forward. I would the cue ball wants to naturally go left. So let's just go on its natural path and let it go 2 rails with some draw. You're going to hit right about where that first diamond is on the left of the top rail. And you're just going to flip right between right past the 11 towards the 5, right there. That's where you want to land. And you want to land right there for the 2 rails, because the 3 you might come too far down and be back cutting the 5. So I want to target, you're going to cross your line a little bit, but I would target coming right past that 11 with my cue ball on the outside of the 11. So let's see what he does. I think he's loading with inside. I don't like this shot. Okay, I take it back. Nope, he hit a perfect shot. Okay, I'm good, Dustin. Perfect shot. Tough execution. Perfect shot. Yeah, it was a beach ball. You're right. You're right. It was a beach ball. That was a great shot. That's it. Great shot. Great shot. It was really hard to get on that 5 with that 11 there. That is just flat out the truth. So he took a good swing at it. It was very aggressive. And Joee's turning down our landlord. He's an ex HVAC guy, and I think he set our thermostat at like to just be default 85. So if we want to have it be in the 70s or better than 74 degrees, we gotta adjust it constantly. So it's funny. All right, whatever. Knit roll landlord. That landlord's awesome, by the way. They're awesome. We have the best landlords, the coolest location. Everything is great. It's just the best, man. What's he gonna do on this 5? I have no idea. He's in a tough spot, man. He's in a tough spot. He put him on the end rail, and oh, he knows it. He's like, damn it, I don't want my 5 there. That's the last place I want it. And now Joee's just got free money. He could do whatever the heck he pleases, KGB. He's just got free money, basically, because he's pinned the 5. So that's, the only thing that he could have done differently is just put the cue ball down the end rail and leave the 5 out in space. This is actually the worst outcome. And he knew it when he hit it. He's like, oh, F my life. Okay, so Joee's got a free shot. Oh, God. Joelee. It's not free if you miss it and almost break out Dustin's shit. So that's not quite free. That was very aggressive. I don't know what he was doing. That ball doesn't even need to be broken out. It actually pockets and leads to the 8 because you just chip it in, get a rough, not hit the 5 first. Okay, I don't know what he was doing there. That was awesome though. Okay, so Joelee was trying to break out something that was super dangerous and not necessary to break out, from what I could tell. So now Dustin's got to get this 5 ball out in space. It'd be nice if he got it like not on a side rail, and put some pressure on Joelee by putting the cue ball on the end rail. So let's see what he comes up with. Yeah. Okay. Still not good because Dustin, that 14 still blocks. That, and I know you know that, but that 5 has to get off the rail. It has to be another 3 or 4 inches off the rail so that at least it has some pockets to go into and it's not blocked. Because Joee's free money again. Joelee could shoot the 11 if he wanted here. He could shoot the 9. He could shoot the 13. He can shoot whatever the heck he wants. I mean, the only thing that does is it's harder to make the 14. But he doesn't even have to make the 14. Joelee could shoot in a ball and play safe. I mean, whatever, put a ball in front of the pocket and play safe, and then you're gonna kick or hit the 5, and then you're gonna open up his 14. So Joelee just needs to think his way through this. He'd like to have a ball, and like 1 or 2 of these balls down is fine because we're trying to get to the end game, right? Now he's in a dominant position, 5-1, but he could take 2 balls off to make it so he's not so like overwhelmed with having to run 5 balls in the 8 ball. So he could totally, shoot in a ball or 2 and then get a ball closer to a pocket. So he could shoot the 9 on the side and shoot the 10 up in the corner. And then he could simply just play a safety and leave the 13 in front of the pocket and not leave him a shot on the 5, right? So that'll work, but he would have rather had made that ball and then maybe shot the 10 and then played a safety. Because now he's got some congestion with the 13 and the 9. And yeah, so that's it. The good news is, though, the 10 ball's there. So if he would have made that, I maybe would have shot the 11 because the 10 ball leads to the 8 real nice, no matter where you are. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know what he's going to do. This is, they call it one ball hell for a reason, right? So if he hits the 5, his hope is that he hits the 5, doesn't give up ball in hand, and sort of ties some shit up or congests some stuff worse. You know, hey, Philly Mike. Okay, so now Dustin's going to try to tie some stuff up. He's just going to congest these balls. I like it. I like it. Joelee. If that 11 goes off the 14, I'd shoot that. Well, no, I don't like that, Joelee. The only problem with the 11 off the 14 is that there's not, well, I don't really like that. I don't feel confident Joey's going to get a shot if he shoots this 14 next. I feel like he's going to pin himself against the rail because there's in it, all that shit is hard, right? The 9, 4, 13's doubled up. Nothing's there. It's very unlikely you get on the 10. I think shooting the 11 into the 14 and drawing back for the 13 or the 10 is the move, right? Because the 10 goes by, the 13 goes, and who cares about the 5 and the 14 because they're going to go around the table. So I would shoot the 11 off the 14 and draw for the 13-10 multi-ball position. And then the rack will be open and you can win from there. Nope. No, 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 no. Well, okay. If you're going to do this, I don't mind this because now, okay, that's fine. I'm on board with this. But what I don't want to do is have he's going to break that 14 with his cue ball, and that's not going to be good. Right? Because we got on the wrong side of it. Okay. So he played shape to shoot a shot that was too difficult of a shot, and he's kind of missing the boat with the 14 off the 11 off the 14. But he's not a advanced carom thinker. So now it's a safety, right? I don't know. We'll see. Because, see, he's just going to have a difficult time. Yeah, see, it's like he still doesn't have his angle. He's shooting balls off the table. It'd be really nice if he stopped shooting balls pretty soon, right? Yeah, because he doesn't have the angle. He keeps missing the angle to break it out. Yeah, so it's not good. Really, what he could do is go down and look at that 13, and if he just pushes that 13 back and into the cue ball, like literally just push the 13, have it go down in the rail and back and touch the cue ball, he's hooked on the 5. It doesn't matter. You can't cut it in anyways. There's no shot if that cue ball's by the 13, and we want that 13 in front of the pocket. So he could just roll forward. He could just hit the 13 and just push the cue ball back into it and just hook him on the 11. You don't need to even do anything with the cue ball. You just push it and it just stays there. It just rocks forward. Or you could hit, I don't know. You don't want to hit a stop shot because you just definitely want to control the speed. So the first order of business is hit the 13 in such a way with such thickness and no English that it sticks, it just stops and is blocked by the 11. That's the first goal. Now the second goal is bonus time. If the second bonus is, can I have the 13 be back and in front of the pocket? So I don't want to do anything with the cue ball. I just want to touch it and make sure I stay on the 11. Okay, that didn't do anything, right? So now he's in bigger trouble. Now he's taken his material off the board and he's got into a spot where he's going to have to hit a flat poundy shot into the 5, loosen up the 5, and maybe get a shot on the 14. This is definitely not the way you want to end a pool game. This is how you lose. at pool games. You can win. You can push in this 11 and break it out, but it's a very risky proposition, and we would like to be breaking this out with more balls on the table and not from this angle and with ball in hand. Okay, I'm done. I called it. Let's see if he makes it. I got to go to the bathroom, but I'm just saying. This is when I get monkey tilted. Because he's breaking his shit out late and he's hitting trick shots to win the game. And I like that okay, now he made up for it by hitting a shot that's great. Okay, so I have to give him credit. That's a fantastic shot. There's not many places on the board where he can leave him. Now he can leave him down table, but he has to leave him with such an angle that he can't. See, you don't want to do that. I think I might have played safe there. Because if you go walk down to the end of the table, there's many places you could leave that cue ball where he couldn't cut that in the corner. And he couldn't cut it in the side because he couldn't cut it in the corner because it's a scratch shot. And he can't cut it in the side because he just would be too thin. So here's an issue. Does Joelee want to just clip the 5 and hold his cue ball right there? I think so. Push it thick and hit the 5 and use the 5 to stop it. Just like that. This is beautiful. I take it all back. Joelee. And now we know that Joelee don't miss the 8. He has no pre-shot routine here. This is, if he's going to miss it, this would be the one, but I think he's good. Okay. Yep. Joelee don't miss straight in 8s. That's fine. Okay. So 3-1 Joelee. That was exciting. I got to hit the bathroom. Everything's good. Jolee's the best. Dustin's the best. I'm doing the best I can here, guys. So, okay. Little break time. Jolee's probably going to have a smoke. I'm going to go to the bathroom, check it out. Be right back. All right. Yay, pool. So, solids, because of the 12 and the 9 and those 2 stripes. I think it's open after the break, and he's wide open. Yeah, you could run solids without touching anything. Yeah, that's how I kind of, see the 12 and the 9 and then the 13 and the 11. There's some congestion, right? So look at solids, and it's like, yeah, you could get through here without touching anything. You got to sort of think it through, right? You might want to zone clear it, right? You might want to go the 1 and then some sort of 2-5-7 situation or 7-5-2 situation or whatever. Yeah, okay, or 2-7-5 situation. This is perfect. This is great. So now if he hits the 2 to get on the 7, and he needs to get on the correct side of the 7 so he doesn't, yeah, see, now he's coming down for the 5, and then he can come up table off of that 5. If he's sort of on the underneath of the 14 ball position, like the cue ball's past the 14 after the 7, he can stun up and get on the 6, 3, or the 4, and the game's over. And you'd want to get on the 6. Okay, so the problem is getting on the wrong side of the 7. So now he's going towards those 2 balls, and he's going to be jacked up. Now, if he can smooth this ball in and not get jacked up on the 13, he'll have enough angle to stun up for the 6. So let's see what he does. Because he wants to have an angle, and you don't want to be on the rail. So that made it trickier, right? Because now he's got a flatter angle, and his cue ball's near the rail. He would love this thing to be 2 inches more off the rail with this same angle. So see, now he's got a lot going on. The advantage is that he's going to race up table off this ball, and he could get on the 4, the 6, the 3. So I would put all my chips in to go parallel to the 12 and get on the 6. I wouldn't just float up. I would design the shot to get on the 6, right? Like so. And so now you want to shoot the 6, the 3, the 4, the game's over. And the reason why the 4 is the best key ball is because once you make it, no matter where you're at on it, you're going to get on the 8. There are positions on the 6 and the 3 where you could go away from the 8 and have problems. So the detail here is you'd love to go 6, 3, 4. And if he goes 4, 3, 6, there's a chance that shit could go weird. So let's see. Okay. Hit it thick, and see, now he's got a problem, and he's smiling because he almost missed it. But also, we're going to see how this is. These balls would be really nice to get out of the way, because now he's got to hit something and kind of get fortunate to run out. He can't just push the 3 in and get shape. So now he's got to do something kind of detailed and stunny, or touching balls and seeing what happens. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. It works, but this is a tougher key ball than the 4 ball. And it was dicey for him to get here. So it's good he got here. But let's see. All he's got to do now, now he's got to stun it and think about his position. He wouldn't have to think about his position on the 4, so that's what happens. So Dustin would come back. If you come back and watch this, Dustin, you you didn't miss that shot because you can't make that shot. You missed that shot because it's too much to do on a key ball, and you're worrying too much about position on the 8, where the reason why I'm hammering that we have to decide our decision making on which ball to shoot in which order is so critical. That is exactly why. Because if you get on that 4 ball, all you have to do is push it in and get shape on the 8. There are positions on those balls by the side that you have to make them going away from the 8 with a sliding ball near traffic. And you have to think about a lot of things when you're shooting versus just pocketing in and getting shape. So that's why I say you didn't miss the 6 because you choked or anything. You missed the 6 because you chose the wrong ball. I don't like what Joeelee's doing here. I would just chip. Oh my gosh, hit! I almost ripped. This is no good. because if he doesn't hit this, he could leave the 6. I would chip the 12 and yeah, see this? That's yeah. Look at Joelee jumping up. Terrible shot, Joelee. Shooting the 12 and just leaving him and not worrying about the 12 being by the rail for a second and coming back to it. Like that was just an absolute, game loser, which is fine. It's like that's why I was yelling no, no, no when he was shooting it, because the wrong shots lead to outcomes like this, where now Dustin has a chance to push in this 6 and leave a long cut on the 8, and that's what I would do. You're frozen against the rail, coming up towards center or improving your position beyond like 6 inches forward of the 6 is too much. So I would just push this in soft and leave the shape for the 6, for the 8. Just push it in soft. You don't want to load this thing. Let's see what he does. He could prove me wrong. Looks like he's loading it. Yeah. See, he just loaded it and yeah, I mean, you can, okay. If you'd have just knocked that in, he would be shooting the 8 right now and we'd be on to the next game. So all I'm saying is when that ball's frozen and you have shape, there's a saying in pool, don't play shape when you have it. He had shape and he played shape, and the pool gods, they torture you for it. Okay? So that was a pool gods thing for both these guys. These guys are messing with the pool gods right now. Messing with the pool god. We don't mess with the pool gods. Okay, my painter is leaving. Calls me friend. Hello, friend. Okay, so now he's hooked. See, now the pool gods make him sleep in the car. Not me. So Joelee got away with one. Unless he makes it. He could knock this in. I think this Dustin's got a little magic to him. See if he can knock it in. He's gonna have to kill it with outside and hit it. See, he's trying to zigzag between and hit the 8. I mean, this is a delicate shot. If he scratches on the 8, he loses. Yeah, it was close. If he would have hit it, he could have made it. So, all right, Joelee's problem now is the 11 and the 13, right? So, I like, yeah, this is no good. I don't like it. I mean, I get it. The problem is he's going to be flat on the 9, and he's not going to have a nice shot on anything else. So he's taking these balls off the rail, and it's going to be hard for him to get off this rail potentially. Yeah. See, he's on the rail. So he's sticking himself on the rail, and he's got no solution for the 11 and the 13. So I get it. The 12 is a tough spot. I get it. I understand. But he's losing an opportunity to play safe. So with ball in hand there, instead of worrying about that, because it wasn't as big of a deal as this 11 and 13. He could have knocked the 11 down into a better spot and just stuck him on the 13 where he can't even hit the 8, right? So he takes one more inning to separate that, gets another ball in hand, and then runs out. So imagine if Joelee was right here and then 11 was down, where he could shoot it right now because he was patient. That's what I'm saying. It's just not patient, right? Because he could have guaranteed had ball in hand again, because he could have just pinched him right in the rail in the 13. And even if Dustin hit the 8, he would have had plenty of balls to do stuff with, right? So yeah. So now he's in this confused spot where he's got all these shots and the 8 ball's out in space and he's got no protection. So if he plays a safety here, he could totally sell this out. Why could he sell it out? Because he's 5 feet away from the 15 and he's nervous. So this is not where you want to play safe from. You want to play safe with ball in hand on the 11 from 2 inches away, not from 5 feet away on a ball where you have this tiny little zone, right? So he's out in space. and he's kind of panicking right now, as he should, because he can't find a safe spot. He can't find a free shot. He can't find a zone. He's got to come with us. Yeah, see, this is a problem. No good. Okay. It's not bad. Okay, if he left him jacked up, it's fine. But see, Dustin, I think, can hit it. And all he really needs to do is chip the 8 out to back to where it is and put the cue ball on the end rail. And Jolee's got problems, right? So I don't know if, and he might even be able to shoot the damn thing straight in. So everything I said, I stand behind. That's not a spot you want to be in. You know, you want to be shooting a ball in hand safety on the 11 and not this. So if he goes for this bank, that's aggressive. Nope. Nope. Put him on the end rail. Perfect. Great, Dustin. Bravo. Excellent. It's great. It's great. And now Jolee's got to think his way through. Where do I put him? Right? What can I do? What do I want to do? Is there anywhere that I can leave him that it's a tough bank? Or are all the banks open? Right? That's the problem. Are all the banks open? Because if he shot the 9, see, I think just shooting the 9 and okay, if the cue ball was where the 9 is, and the 9 was just trickled down table parallel to the chalk, maybe between the chalk and the 14. See, I don't like it leaving it there. Because I'd rather have him have a more steep cut. I don't know what he's doing here. This does not look good. He's too far away. When you're this far away, this is not where you want to be playing safety from, because it sells out, right? It's just too far away. It's too far away. Shooting that shot is no good. That's why I'm screaming, no, Joelee, no. No, Joelee, no. So now Dustin's got an interesting situation here. You want to hit this at a pace that it doesn't go blasting out of the hole, because Joelee is having a difficult time with that 11 and 13. And so leaving the 8 in the hole, it's very likely you could get back to the table. So we just don't want to blast this. Nice and smooth, just like that. Now that's not a killer, but it's it'd be better if it was hanging in the jaws. So now Jolee's got a free bank, right? But it doesn't lead to anything. That's the problem. The free bank doesn't lead to anything because he's still so far away from the balls. You just, the proximity of the cue ball to his balls are what his problem is right now. Any shot that he can come up with, he's going to be 4 to 5 feet away, and it's very difficult to deal with shots that are 4 or 5 feet away, delicate safety shots. So I don't know. This is weird. Okay. All right. Now we just did this in training. This is the shot. Bank the 8 down past the 14 and leg it to that corner pocket. Call it. Cue ball comes to the end rail. No shot on the 9. The combo's messed up. No little ticky-tock safeties here. Nope. We want that 14 down. We got a free shot at banking for the win. Let's bank the 8 towards the 14. And we don't want it to go short. We don't want it to go short and go over by the 15, because then Joelee can torture us. We need this 8 to be on the side rail. So you got to not worry so much about making it. It's a speed and just like that. Oh, no. Oh no. He just went all offense and forgot his cue ball. So I don't know. Or that's what it looked. Maybe that wasn't what happened. Okay, well, Jolee's up 1-0. It's Joee's special day. Dustin's letting him out of the trap left and right. Because that's a fun spot. We just trained that on a member video. So if you're not a member of the channel, and you want to learn how to play 8-ball, become a member, because we just played an endgame video and it was deciding between object and cue ball. And there, you're object ball all the way, and you're just legging that 8 in, and letting the cue ball kind of naturally come back to the end rail. So it was a little bit weird because he hit a bunch of draw and dragged it into this scratch. So that one was more of like just a natural rolling chip shot on the 8-ball down. So that's kind of a, and it's I guess the point that I'm trying to make on that is that I got one M&M out of our candy machine. Is that we just trained that, so it's just fun to see him come up in the next games. Because growing up playing pool, the most exciting thing for me to do was to train a shot and then see it come up in the next game or 2 or 3 or whatever the next session. So that's very funny because when I'm training these guys, I'll watch them play and I'll see the shots come up and I'm like, oh, this is just like the shot we trained. But I wasn't training Dustin, so he probably didn't see it, but the other guys on the channel saw it. So let's see. Okay. Nancy, it's the second set. Joelee won the first set. And Michael Garcia. No, what are you saying no about? Okay, so yeah, guys. Joelee won the first set, and now it's 1-0 Joelee because Dustin just scratched on the 8-ball. So it's 2 out of 3 sets. Joelee won the first one. 3-1 question mark. It was a very close set though, and now we're in the second set, and it's a very close set as well. And it's fun. They're both making good decisions and pretty much, mostly, and executing mostly well. There's a couple little errors here and there, but it's going great. I love it. Yay pool. All right. It's after the break. He's looking at that combo of the 10 and the 4, and that could work. Well, there is a run out where you shoot the 9, then you shoot the 13, then you shoot maybe you shoot the 10 past the 15. You don't have to touch anything, but this is kind of a lot going on here. We'll see how he comes out. Okay, well, not good. Okay, now Jolee's up. Everything's fine here except for the 13, right? So the question is, how do you get the 13 out of there? I mean, you could shoot, really what you'd want to do is shoot the 15, leave an angle on the 10 that's very detailed to slide down and knock that 8-ball. Because if you knock the 8, it's going to push the 13 open, leave you a shot on the 14, the 9, or the 13. So 15 to the 10 breakout is what I would do here. That's it. I think that's the shot. Because I'm fine taking one ball off to get to a breakout. Because that 13 needs to get broken out. No solids. Come on, Joelee. What are you doing? Okay, the 15's the shot. And then it's just, you have to be detailed to get on the 10 ball here. You have okay, let's see. He's got to have an angle on 10 to break out next. If he decelerates and hits this soft, he might not get his angle, which he didn't. Now he's got no angle. You don't want to shoot the 14. You want to shoot the 10. And you don't want to leave the 13. So here's the big time, like amateur mistake, is leaving the 13 when the balls are open, thinking it's going to protect you later in the game. Okay? Because what ends up happening is you end up shooting off your balls and getting stuck. So this is what we talk about with 6-2. You have to open up your trouble and get these balls gone, right? And there's a lot of cue ball movement on this 12. So I wanted to come down and, yeah, it's just the 13 needs to go. It just needs to go away. It has to go away, and then the rack is open. You know? because this is not an obvious situation where you want to shoot 2 or 3 balls off the table and play safe. These are open to where Joelee can run these out. Jolee's totally capable of running these out if he would have got on the 10 ball and broke into the 13. He definitely, see, now there's too much shit going on here, and he's got no insurance balls, even if he hits it. There's no insurance balls, right? So he hits it, and he got it, but, you know, it's good. Now he's going to have to shoot the 14. Okay, it worked. It worked. It was mathematically a lower percentage way of doing it, which is fine. It's just, and the thing with the math is that he had to hit a shot that he was begging. So when you watch Joelee and he like chili dips and begs for a shot, that puts his heart rate up. And so it's just, so, but I like what he's doing now. Forget about everything I was saying. I like this now. Now he's got to shoot the 10, 13, 12, and end up with this cue between the 2 and the 3 and just push in the 11 and get on the 8. I like it. Jolee's got the pattern now. Let's just see how his cue ball control is. Joelee. Oh, Joelee. That's a standard Joelee shot. To just decelerate so bad you don't even get it to a rail. That I'm not saying it happens every game. I'm saying that is something he should probably try to solve for. That's just getting too in the weeds and just not doing well with it. So 2-7 needs to go. I would say the 7 needs to go, and then the 2-4 could definitely work. So I would shoot the 7. The 6 has got some issues though. So I'd shoot the 7. I'd come back for the 4, right? I'd get cue ball closer, and I'd shoot the 7 and drag it back towards the 4 and use the 1 as a backup ball. But I'd want to get the 4 out of the way because the 6 goes by the 4, I think, but the 4 might distract it. So I kind of like this 2 as an insurance ball when I'm shooting the 3 and the 1. I kind of like it. So because now these balls are all sort of congested on one side of the table, so it could get a little dicey. I like that too. I like leaving that 2 as like a ball to use later. But we'll see what Dustin comes up with. Okay, stops it. Minimal cue ball movement. Noise, 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 noise. And then he's going to come back and shoot something. Looks like he's looking at the 4. And then he's thinking some sort of combination of 6-3-1, 3-6-1, 1-6-3. So, okay. Now he's going to come back for the 4. Okay. Now he's got more angle on the 4 than he wants. So now he's got to change it up. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Yep. He's got too much angle on the 3, too much angle on the 4, and he's stuck on the 1 as his ball. Meaning like he has to shoot the 1 now. So, and see, the 1's flat. So he's got too much angle, and not enough angle. This is the worst situation. He's got no angle on the 1 that he likes. It's really flat, right? Because it just wants to push forward and come towards the 6, which is kind of a no man's land. So he's got a flat angle on the 1 and too much angle on the other 2. So this is kind of, he got himself in a no man's land. But the guy can shoot. He's a player. He's not afraid to pop it and use English, just like that, right? So now he congested the balls. That's the problem he's facing now. And so now he's going to have to get on the 4 with not getting hooked on the 6 and not getting too much of an angle. And if he's lucky, he could shoot the 6 right now. That'd be sick. Stop shot on the 6, roll shot on the 3, position on the 4. Let's see what he has. Yeah, this is the problem with these side pocket balls as your end game balls. I talk about that a lot. There's such a detailed like line that you have to get on to get to the 4 to the 6 without too much angle. So let's see. I'm sure he's going to be fine, but let's just see what happens. This is great. That's what he needed. It's perfect. Now I would come around the other side and verify and see if I could just drop it down and get the 6 in the other side pocket. See, I don't want to be shooting it without thinking it through and getting a back cut on this 6 where I come down table too far and I have a back cut where my cue ball's going away from the 8. So let's see what happens. Well, that's a way to solve that problem. That's great. Okay. Yay, Dustin. That's awesome. Well, I'm learning some stuff I'm learning that he knows some stuff and he's willing to move the cue ball around a little bit. That's great. Oh, no. Oh. All right. Well, okay. Joelie's got to get this 13 out of there. Okay? He's got to go. He's got to get to the 13. I would go high ball and I would shoot for the 11-13 shape without hitting the 12. And I'd want to be on this 13. Off the rail, in space. Hit it way too hard and ran into some shit. So I talk about be careful not to run into balls. Okay? So now he's got to shoot the 12, 13, 11. And the reason why you don't want to shoot into balls, the reason why you want to be very careful with not running into balls, because you saw Joelie's reaction. If you think Joelie's heart rate didn't go up by like 30, 40 BPMs or whatever, beats per minute, you're wrong. And now he's hitting this stop. Oh, this is no good. It's no good. It's no good. It's fine. It worked, but that could have. Okay, it's okay. I take it back. I've seen Joelee slow roll that ball and just absolutely miss it, and then leave the 6-8. So that one you wanted to pop it, right, and leave a larger cut on the 6 so that he had a little protection. It does fine. I'm just being a nit, okay? Being a nit, it's fine. I just don't like watching him decelerate the balls in. That's better. Now we're accelerating. I don't like Joelee. We're trying to get Joelee to accelerate. So now I like what he's doing. If Joelie's going forward at all with this ball, he better touch that end rail because that's an accelerating shot. Floating into his position is no good. We're going to see if we got the old Joelee or the new Joelee. Yeah, new Joelee. There we go. That's Joelee. That's the Joelee we want. That's the Joelee we need. We need that Joelee on the wall. We want that Joelee on the wall. Accelerating Joelee is the guy we want. We don't want floaty Joelee. Even that, he accelerated through to that side rail. Very good, Joel. We got ourselves a player. All right. Yo, Nancy Jean. Your man is a killing machine today. I don't know. It's a pretty back and forth, honestly. And they're so okay. This is a fun set with two guys that are both have some really great things they do and have some room to work on some things. So this is great, man. This is great. It's really fun to watch. I like it, you know. Okay. So Joelie's up 2-0 in the second set. And Dustin's going to need to rally hard. Not having a turkey in front of the car is criminal. I don't understand what that even means. Oh, yeah, Joe, I'm on the Discord now with the guys. There's a video I did where I ran over a turkey and almost got smashed by a dump truck. Day. Oh, Joelee makes a ball. Can Joelee? All right. Here's how you win this game. You want to know how you win this game if you're Joelee? You shoot that 15 and you just tick that two, and you come back right where that 15 is with the cue ball, shoot that 11 on the side, and zone clear the rest of those balls. The 10, the 14, the 9, Bob's your uncle. 13's kind of tied up a little bit. But yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't think he has to jack up. He's got to get that 11 out of there. So, but I think he can go from the 12 and just if he replaces the two with the cue ball off this thing, yeah, get the rack out of there, Jolie. And then he can flick the cue ball back for the 11, and then he's just got to find a path to the 13 at some point, right? Because it's got limited amount of pockets. So if you're gonna shoot stripes, let's run them, and you're just gonna float into this 2 and just touch the 2 to stop your rock and leave an angle in the 12. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's a tough shot. It's the right shot. It's a tough shot. It's the right shot. Okay. So now what we're going to do is shoot the 12 and get right there. You want to get on the 11 right away. Right? Oh, toot sweet, as my people say. You want to get right there, Dustin. Yes. And then you want to clear out. Your key ball's now the 15. So you want to go down and clear that zone and leave that 15 to get on the 8. So you want to get on the 12. Left-handed. What? Oh, I would be cutting it and going across the other way, back and across. Yeah, that's no good. Ugh. Oy vey, my friend. That one you actually could have cut into the thinner side of the pocket and cut it the opposite direction and move the cue ball across towards the spot versus that style shot. Okay, whatever. Here we go. 14. I'm guessing Dustin's fast and loose, like literally near monkey tilt. So we'll see how his monkey tilt gear is. Because now we got 2 problems. We got the 11, which probably sneaks by the 6, I think. So I would pull the cue ball back right now. If that 11 goes, I'm going to pull the cue ball back towards the 13, 10 in the side, and the 11 as an insurance, like a backup ball, right? What would be a nice pattern here would be, okay, I don't like hitting stun shots, but in this case, I'd stun it right on that line, and I would use those 2 balls as backup balls. And if it came down to it, I'd shoot the 13, the 11, and then the 10 and the 15. Okay? Oh, the angle's a little bit flatter than he wanted. And now he's going to have some issues because he's going to be really close to the rail for this next shot. And see, the problem is I would have liked to get one of those balls out of there because they just don't really lead to each other really well. Yeah. Okay. Now he's got some issues. He tied up his ball. Joelie's got more material. Okay, let's see. What can we do here for Joelee? If we're Joelee, I like chipping the 4 ball out and just putting the cue ball up by the 1 ball on that rail. I mean, what? If you leave the 15, I don't like moving this ball. I like shooting the 4 out of there with instead to open up the rack better. Is he trying to run? He's trying to make this? Yeah, it's like it's not really a runnable rack, Joelee. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, this can work. This is sort of the get to the end game. The problem is it's not quite the end game because he has 4 balls. Now, if Dustin had 2 balls or 3 balls, even, you could do more of this end game thing. But this is sort of a, I don't know. Joey might be just trying to run out. Just old school bowling alley. Let's run out. Because see, this doesn't do anything. He's now again, he's in this same spot, right? Where he's 3 to 4 feet away trying to find a safety. And we want to be close when we're playing safeties, right? That's it. I mean, now the shot is he's dug his hole, right? He's in a pit right now because he's at a disadvantage with his balls because 2 of his balls are blocked and only 1 of Dustin's is. So now that you're in this hole, probably shoot the 2 and come up for the 5 and try to run out because you can get an angle on the 5 to run into the 6 or the 4 and kind of come out with some sort of shot. So you're this far in, you might as well go for it, right? You're just gonna end up framming your balls a little late. I mean, it's not bad, but see, all Dustin needs to do now is chip him up table up behind the 8 range. You know, he doesn't have to hook him. He just has to, you know, he could hit this 13 and just chip and miss the 8 and put the cue ball back there, and Joelie's in a world of hurt. Like, he doesn't have anything he can do from there. And Dustin would end up putting a ball towards the rail. So I talk about this a lot in teaching 8-ball. That 15 ball by the pocket is great. The 1 balls by the pocket is great. But if Dustin can get one more ball in front of the pocket, like if he could get this 13, cut it and chip it up by that green chalk and put it in front of that pocket, he's now in a very dominant position with Joelee. He would have 2 balls in front of the pocket, only 1 ball tied up, and everything. So this is no good. This is a mistake tactically. Okay. Yeah. Because he just gave Joelee a lot of options here. You know, Joelee doesn't have to do much. Joelee could just push the 2 and put the cue ball on the end rail, and Dustin's, you know, yeah, that's it. That's it. And he kind of opened up the balls for Joelee, because now the 6 goes. If the cue ball's just past the spot, it could be cut in, and because you could shoot a stop shot on the 5 and you're right on the 6. So I didn't like that one. And Jolee's thing is, just think about where you can put him, Joelee. You could shoot the 2 and cut it back up towards the 6, and the cue ball stops right on the middle of the end rail, or closer. That's yeah, that's fine. You could do that. Meaning that type of shot. You know, anything where you move the 2 ball away from the pocket out into space is not good. This is fine. I like this. Just, yeah, that's fine. That's exactly the shot. That's a great shot, Joelee. Bravo, bellissimo. Okay, now, Dustin, I want you to hit the same shot I just designed last shot. You got your 11 out. You wiggled it free. Now chip the 13 towards the pocket and leave the cue ball up there. You might sell out a combo with a sideboard on the 4-6 with the 2 combo. That's fine. You could lose the game. Right? Now I like where you're looking, though. I like where you're looking, Dustin. This is great. This is excellent. This is great. I love it. It's exciting. It's like I go through and I say, decision, execution. So here's the 100% I like the decision. And it's a very intentional shot, and it's executed perfectly. That's 10 out of 10. No combos, no nothing. Jolee's hooked. That 13, see how the 13's in front of the pocket by that chalk? Now he has 2 threats on Joelee, right? And the 11 goes, and the 10's out in space. So now Dustin has ended up in a better position. He's flipped it, right? So now Dustin has better position. That's it. Okay, you want to know what you do here, Joelee? You kick the 2 in. I don't know. There's a lot going on here, and there's a lot that could get sold out. If you kick this 2 in, it's very... There's good things, right? What's he doing? Perry's there. Perry's looking at the... Oh, Jolee's going to hit the 6, and Perry's there to bet ref. He's going to go rail first and try to hit the 6. That's not bad. If you're going to do this, I don't know. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but he's got a free shot on the 13 because he can't sell anything out. If the cue ball goes up there, yeah, see? If the cue ball goes there, he doesn't have a shot on the 2. The 4 is no good. The 5's no good. The 6 is blocked. There's a free space up there for him to hit. And if he gets it, he could make so it's a long shot on the 15, a long shot on the long shot on the 13 leads to a long shot on the 15, leads to a victory potentially, right? It's a lot of tough shots going, but it's not impossible. I like it. He's kind of looking, and I think he's identifying that this shot's free. basically. Like there's really not a lot of danger if he misses it. So let's see what he comes up with. Yeah. Oh, you got a little greedy. Yeah, because now that's not so free. Because now the reason why I'm saying it's free is because if that cue ball was in the kitchen, maybe 6 inches off the end rail, where you could make the 15 and then just roll in the 15, shoot the 10, and then shoot the 11 and win. That's kind of a free situation. This situation, Joelie's a little blindered right now, but that 4 goes right off that 2. So I would shoot the 4 off the 2 or right around there, and then see if that 6 could be your 6-5 could be your position ball, right? Because you could either shoot the 6 into the 2 combination. But yeah, that's I like what's going on here. I'd want my cue ball over between the 6 and 5 by that second diamond, so I got multiple balls to choose from. So I'd really design the shot. I might even just go, shit, I would just go 4 off the rail off the 2 and the cue ball straight to that second diamond with a little drag or a little stun. But the 11 might be in the way. So maybe I just hit it thick into the 2 and let it fall. And I like it. Shooting forward on the ball, it's going to be easier to make it. So he's not having to worry so much. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Oh, mother of pearl. Okay, well, that happens. All right, now he's got a shot on the 10, and I like it. Yeah, I mean, the 5, if he doesn't like the 4 off the 2 there, how's he going to like the 5 out from many feet away? I don't like this shot here, Dustin, because you're leaving him down in this zone. All his balls are down in this zone. Okay, I thought you were going to shoot the 15 for a second there. All right, you're going to shoot the 10 and leave him away, way down table, and hopefully tripled up on the balls. Or you're going to shoot the 13. There's a lot of cue ball movement. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, pretty safe shot. I like it. I like it. Except for the 4-2 goes. Oh, no, I don't like it. Oh, man. Okay. See, the reason why I wanted to shoot it the other way is because I wanted the cue ball back where I left only a shot on the 5, not this back cut combo. Because this back cut combo, it's going to be a little wild for Joelee because he likes to spin the cue ball, and because there's just no way that a person's going to hit this ball without putting a bunch of spin on it, either intentionally or unintentionally. So there's going to be a lot of cue ball movement here likely. So that's what Dustin's got going for him. So let's see. If Joelee spins this out, there's no reason to spin it out. Let's see what he does. It looks like he's hitting it off to the left. Yeah, see the spin? It just takes him up table. See, and he's shaking his head. But that's the problem, is that outside spin does more. Yeah, see, he's saying, I wanted to go right here. I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying, I don't like, you can see it when he's shooting, and it's like, this is not a spin shot. This is a thickness shot and a speed shot, right? But when you just sort of lulls hit spin because you think you need it to go off to the left when it's already naturally going there, and all the extra spin's going to do is cause issues with energy, meaning it's going to have too much energy and end up with this long back cut. So he got it, but now he's good. 5 across for the 6, and then the 8. So now this shot here needs no inside English with the angle he has. He doesn't have so much angle that he needs to load this ball to get down on the 6. If he just pushes forward, he should go right between the second and third diamond, go towards his chalk at worst. So you could, like I talk about a whisper or a thinking amount of inside. This is absolutely just a thinking amount of inside, so you don't have outside on it, and you don't end up by where the chalk is. So you don't need to load this. It's a thinking or whisper at most, like right between a whisper and a thinking. Let's see what he does. Okay, see, he loaded it to try to get there, and he missed it and got lucky. So that's okay. That's why the pool gods, they torture you when you do the wrong thing. So the reason why Joelee made that is because he got lucky. The reason why he missed it is because he overloaded the ball and didn't play the natural rolling line. And now he's got this straight flat angle, and we're going to see how he likes shooting a long 8-ball. Right? So now if you really want to do it right, you drag this thing back with draw and get 3 feet closer. So let's see where he ends up. Yeah, that worked. That's fine. It's a little longer than he probably wants to be, but Joelee can handle this. Joelee, don't miss the 8. There's no reason to stun this. You can just roll it, put the cue ball down in the end rail, and just push it in. Tuck, tuck, push. Let's see what he says. Hope he doesn't decelerate. Nope, he didn't. He got it. So good, Joelee. Nice work. Lots to learn. Lots of good stuff. Tons of good stuff for both of them. Really, the only thing I'm doing when I'm talking about things they could do differently is just cleaning up these things, right? But there's a lot of great stuff that they both did, and I was impressed with both of them, and I love it.
I had to get that city ball.
Joelee.
I tried 3 times.
I'm Joelee. Joelee, you're fine, man. It's good.
Finally got it.
You finally got it, I know. Did you call it off the other ball?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Joelee, you were shooting that ball, and I said, this is a thinking of inside at most, maybe a whisper, but not even, because it naturally wants to go down to get to the 6. And I go, if he overloads this ball with inside, it's
That's
problems.
what I kept doing.
You overloaded the ball with inside. Yeah,
Twice.
and you didn't need to.
No.
Well, oh yeah. Well, the outside was too much English too.
Oh.
So you're just a couple times you just used too much English.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you killed your position and made the ball harder. So like back to back, your first shot you shot was the outside 2-railer with English when you didn't want to have English on it because it just rolled you up table really far. And then you came back with a great shot, and then you got on that ball to get across to your key ball in the 6. And I'm like, he just absolutely doesn't need any English on this at all, hardly. And you loaded it, and it threw the ball, and you ended up clipping it off his ball and getting shape. It was awesome.
Oh, I didn't need any English.
No, it was hardly. The natural roll and the angle pushed you straight across for the
I
6.
put as much left as I possibly could put on that.
I know. That's why it ran into that ball and you almost missed it. Yeah, it's
Really?
funny.
That's
Yeah,
not fair.
exactly. Yeah. It just was a whisper at most. Okay, yep, it's over. I got to go talk to Dustin. And yeah, Joelee got him 3-1-3-0. And Dustin is, let's go talk to the champ and see what he thinks. Perry's talking to him. Little post game. All right.
See that 6 ball. the
I
8
know.
ball. It's like I was tight, and then I was just.
Yeah.
It's like in that no man's land.
I know,
It's
yeah.
Too tight, too loose.
Too tight, too loose. Yeah. It's like just coming back to it and stuff, you know, and everything. And it's like,
We got to get Dustin for another guy.
I know.
Let's get him up as
Get
soon
him
as we
more.
can.
I know. If you're interested, it's Joelee.
Did you watch The Color of Money?
Oh, yeah.
He does like Joelee. No, it's like I feel like I was like super impressed with both you guys, honestly, because there's decision and execution. And many times you chose really great shots. And many times Joelee chose the right shot. And then there were certain times where it wasn't quite the right shot. And there was certain time when the execution didn't work. But a lot of times you chose really great shots.
I
And
felt like
Joelee,
that was
yeah.
my thing where it's like, at least I did my part where I felt like I made them sing.
Yes, of course. Yeah, exactly. So especially in the first set, it was like you were just execution away from winning the first set, right? And then like I told those guys, it's like you have like every tool you need. It's just figuring out a little more on the execution and keeping on the path of the decision making you're doing. And some of it is a little bit of pattern stuff, like if you go back and watch it. Yeah, so there's just a like a plethora of information on this thing for that will help you. And Joelee never watches them, but it would help Joelee. But
I'll watch this one.
you bullshit! Don't fucking lie to me. Joelee never watches these things. I'll watch this one. He's so sheepish.
He hasn't seen any
He doesn't watch them.
I'll watch Taylor's.
Watch.
'Cause you made
I made him watch Taylor's. I sat with him and made him watch Taylor's with me in my house. It took me like 2 hours out of my life to force them to watch it. We're watching it.
Okay, it's like my dad saying,
We're gonna do the backyard work today. You know? Okay, Dad. Yeah, sounds good. I'll be there. But you're gonna learn a ton from this, and then just keep doing what you're doing. You know.
And that's kind of my mindset where it's like I just gotta play.
Yeah.
Like I said, where it's like I was too tight, too like it's just like I was comfortable, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I just gotta.
And I think my experience is as I train more in the details, the too tight and too loose and too uncomfortable, it goes away because you're so in the details, right? You're just trying to solve each puzzle at each space. So you study you work on the execution, right? And then you work on the details of what shot to shoot and when not to shoot and how to run the balls when they're open and where to look for like free shots and things like that and like end game scenarios, all the stuff like it's all there. You just have to like put it together in the right order and the right time. But the more you study and the more you train, the less everything gets quieter and quieter and quieter. And that's it. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you lose, but you win.
I know, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. He does the color of money. Sometimes, Vincent, when you lose, you win. So the odds on you in Atlantic City are going to be awesome now. So Joelee, he dumped, right? He dumped because you're Grady Seasons and he's Vincent, and so he knows that if you would have kicked ass in any other pool room other than Josh Burbul Pool Club, Tom would be dead for you.
Tom would be dead for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think about that all the time because it's the free shots. It's the
Yes.
Free shots. This is a free shot. This is a free bag. This is a free shot. And then I'll actually if I'm going to shoot a shot, I'll actually turn around because I'm going to sell out the game if I shoot that shot. But this is a free shot.
Yeah.
And that leads to this, and I can build a pattern off that free
Yes.
shot too.
Yes.
So I think free shots like this whole time, I'm like when you have like one ball on the table or two, all I looked for well, what's a free shot?
Yeah, to
And
build
I-
your pattern off of
and
it.
then
Yeah.
I can't do a free shot. Well, I'm not gonna sell out.
Yeah.
Not unless it's 100% make.
Yeah. So
Free shot.
yeah, it's very funny because like you guys both did so many things great, and it's way more enjoyable to watch pool when people are doing more good things good.
Yeah.
Because I've done these commentary for 2.5 hours where it's just a tactical difficulties, right?
Yeah.
And so I watch, and it's like, basically what happens in pool when I watch is and I play for myself, I do the same thing. Say I'm playing a race to 10, right? And I'm going to have to shoot close to 100 shots. I just want to see that I'm making the right decision on the highest percentage that I can. So I'd like that to be, I'm making the right decision on 100 shots, and then my execution can kind of be what it is. And I want to execute out of 100 shots. I want to execute them really well. So the higher the percentage of good decisions and good execution, the better I play. So when I watch you guys play, I say, well, what is their execution and what is their decision? First the decision, then the execution. So I watch you guys look at the table and decide what's going on. And I say, okay, what are they making for their decision? And how are they executing once they get there, right? And there was a couple times where I watched you, at least one time for sure, where I watched you or Joelee. Joelee used to do this a lot. I do it sometimes where you solve and then you shoot quick. And it's like, that's a great decision and a little bit suspect execution, right? So it's like, and then I watch, how do you make decisions? So when I watched you play, you were walking around and looking at things. So that's the other thing. That is a good decision to do that. So that seems like an execution thing to have a good pre-shot routine to look at the whole table, but it's a decision thing, which is you've decided that's the biggest chance I have is to look at these different zones, these different positions. So when I watch you, I say the guy, Dustin, has great shot making. He's got a great understanding of how to spin the ball if he needs to and stuff. It's just rusty, of course, right? But then I look at it and say, how does he approach the game? And I say he approaches the game great because he's looking at all the options, coming up with a design, and then trying to execute it, right? So it's like your overall like meta approach is great. everything's great. It's just you just need more, just a little more practice, a little more detail, and learning, and a little more execution. But it's like totally great. It's totally great where you're at. And then Joelee, it's the same. No, I mean Jolie's laughing, but it's true. Joelee looks at me like, don't fucking light me on fire. But the thing with Joelee is I can see Joelee making better decisions and trying to make better decisions and less feral, right? Like you were way less feral, right? Would you say? If Jolee's if the feral fight, no, that's Jolie's thing. Jolie's like, I'm feral, Josh. and what I'm saying is Jolie's feral is coming way down. And when Jolie's feral comes down, his executive function goes up, his calm goes up, his execution can go up. So I feel like you did really well. Like I liked the way you played. You decelerated sometimes, you made some shots. Like you didn't play perfect, but you showed a tremendous amount of improvement on both decision and execution. Overall, you improved on your decision and your execution. And so basically, this is our testing ground for when we play. So now the next time you come on, I'm going to look and say, how's Dustin's decision and execution? I'm sure your decisions are going to be as good as they were today, if not a little better. And I'm sure your execution is going to get better. So that's why I'm excited to have you back on so we can see, give you a week or two and see, did he go home, watch this, to study some stuff, learn some things, and is he going to decide and execute better? Same with Joelee. Every week I watch Joelee, I'm like, okay, let's see where Jolie's at. You know, how's he doing?
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks ago he was sitting in the chair talking about Benny kicking his ass. Benny winning and stuff and running that bit, you know.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago he's down on his luck and a 12-year-old beat him, and now he picked up his pieces and now he's playing better, you know. Yeah. And he's executing and he's deciding better and he's calmer and it's good, right? That's what's so fun about this whole setup. What's that? Watching everybody grow and improve, you know. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say when where's that thing? I had something, whatever, and then I wound up getting here, right? And I wound up getting here. Well, you know, however it was, I can't remember, but like I told Perry, I said, well, no, normally 100 out of 100 times I just shoot that too,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't do me any good to shoot this too
And end up here,
and,
yeah,
and come back here.
Yeah.
Now I'm worse. Now
Yeah.
I've lost this two ball, so I think I just scooted this ball down here, something like this,
Yeah.
because that's what I think. There's, you know, like he always says, you have to have a very good reason for taking that ball. So I'm sitting on that 2 ball, and I'm like, well, there's no reason to take that 2, none.
Yeah.
Because it's going to put me back here, and now I'm even worse. At
Yeah.
least from here, I can do something.
Yeah, exactly.
But from here, it's going to be, you know, it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot harder for me to do something.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys both did really well with not shooting your balls in most of the time. Like Dustin, especially in the first set, man, you
Yeah.
chipped some stuff and I'm like, holy shit, this dude is really playing good pool. Like you said, you made him work for it or whatever. Like you just were playing really good. Like you were making him, you guys were both playing good in the, you know, decision wise and putting him on the end rail and positioning balls. And I've talked about it on the stream, but this is really good, right? This is good. And you had a couple balls over here, I think, you'll go back and watch it. But there was a situation where you shot an incorrect safety because I wanted you to open them up.
He put the 11 here.
I think so, yeah.
My two was like here. He left it here, and then I was almost
you opened up the 11, but what I was talking about is, I don't remember exactly, but there was a certain spot where I wanted this ball here. Because when you're playing on this end game, the only thing better than 1 ball in front of the pocket is 2. It could be down here or here. We don't want it here. We don't necessarily want it here. We just want it in this zone. So you ended up shooting that and doing some stuff, but eventually sort of less intentionally, this ball ended up here because you eventually hit that shot, and I want you to hit it right away, and you hit it like 1 or 2 shots later. So you'll see it's just some tactical stuff where it's like, I wanted you to get to this position right away and whatever. But what I'm saying is, you guys will see, and if anyone's still watching this, that's doing the stream, I talked about it on the stream, but like when you get 2 balls in front of the pocket, it's very dominant. It's a very dominant position when you're talking about an end game, right? Especially, you'll see, but when you look at the congestion and then you look at these 2 balls, you get into a big advantage with stripes versus like if you were in a situation like this, right? You each had 4 balls and these were kind of congested like this, right? And this was just out in space, and this is here. It looks like, well, solids might have the advantage, but what you do is you count how many balls are in front of the pocket, and there's a 2-to-1 ratio. And the reason why is because now if I break into these balls, I have this insurance ball over here, or if I break into them from this angle, I've got the insurance ball over there. Whereas if you shoot a ball and come in here, and say you can't shoot it the side or you don't get on it, you shoot this ball and you're here. Now when you go into it, you have to, you don't have this situation, right? So if you go into it like this, you can end up with that kind of outcome, right?
That's coming up.
Yeah, so it's like this is a dominant position because once you frame into the balls or break into the balls or smooth into the balls, you have extra opportunities. So yes, that ball was good to break this out, of course, but it would have been way better breaking that out if you had another ball here, right? Where you can do something for another insurance ball. So the only thing better than 1 insurance ball is 2 insurance balls. That's the end result. But what I'm saying is when I'm playing and I have 4 or 5 balls, I'm starting to play my position game to get multiple insurance balls in front of pockets. That's it. And it just came up on the game. That's all. Yeah. So, okay. Awesome. Yeah, that was sick, bro. Yeah, Joelee, that was awesome. That was sweet. I saw you guys laughing and talking, and you were talking strategy and different things, and I'm like, this is exactly.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew he had that thing wired, that thing, and then he scratched.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
get to it.
Oh, this is a good one here.
Yeah.
We worked on this in training.
Yeah, however,
Okay. Yeah, I
see
called
what you
this
mean.
out.
You wanted to draw to get the cue ball out of the way.
But
Like, leave it on the rail, like if I miss it.
yeah. But here's the thing. When you're in that spot, it's not a draw shot to get the cue ball on the rail, right? There's no draw needed to get the cue ball on the rail. It just comes across naturally. We just hit this in training with Perry and Joelee. So when you were on that shot, oh sorry, I was like, ooh, this is the training shot. Did you see that, Perry?
Yeah.
It's the training shot. It's just, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's in this perfect spot to just do this, right? It's just a free shot down there, and then you leave Joelee down here, and Joelee shitting his pants, and that ball's in front of the pocket. So when you, I know, but it was just the knowledge of the shot, right? So it's like, so it was so cool that you hit the right shot, and then you hit it, and I'm like, oh no! And then I even said on the stream, I go, I bet you he was trying to do this, and he just hit the wrong English to get this shot to happen. It's just like a practice thing. And that's why I was like, well, when we do these practices where we do the end game, it's like, you could sit there and watch those end game things that I do and be like, you're teaching trick shots. And then I'm like, no, it's not a trick shot. It literally came up in the next stream, the exact scenario that we had. Exactly. And I'm like, ooh, that shot, right? So it's like, I'm not teaching trick shots. I'm teaching like shots that are come up all the time. It's just so funny that the very next set, it comes up on that exact shot.
Yeah, exactly right there.
Yeah, and if you've shot it a few times before, it's over. If you haven't shot it, it scratches, potentially. So no, it was awesome. So thanks, man. It was sick. 4th place, Majors Division. What was it in Mankato? Nice. Many moons ago, yeah, blast from the past. It's awesome. So, yeah, for sure. Well, this is all the process, So cool. Yeah, thank you, man. That was awesome. You're the man, bro. You're awesome. Joelee, you're the man too. You guys are awesome. It was just a great set. It was so fun.
I'm telling you, I would have ran that out. What do you do, dude, when I decelerate that ball? Do you just go?
I just take my cue apart and I just go home.
I bet you're like, this is.
Oh, you mean on the stream?
On the stream.
Oh, I just was like, oh, Joelee.
Screen in his hand, he was ready to smash it.
Yeah.
And I told myself after that shot, no more.
When you
I'm not
did
gonna
that,
decelerate
I'm like,
anymore.
I was talking about acceleration, and then when you got on that ball, I started just laughing, and I'm like, damn it, Joelee. It's so funny because it's like
I wanted to move it ahead about 2 inches.
Yeah.
I wanted to go
yeah,
doink,
yeah.
doink, and doink.
It's
or
just funny.
whatever.
It's like either hit a drag shot, right?
Yeah.
Or you hit a little stun run through or something, but it's like, you just, yeah, man. And I could see you get tunneled with your cue ball. And that's what I saw. Like, that's the beautiful part is like, you were really tunneled on that run out. And I'm like, man,
I was
Joelie's just so dialed. He's going to run out here. And then I was so excited. I'm like, man, he sees every angle on this run out. He's totally in the zone. And then he hits it. And I'm like, and I go, Joelee was too dialed in there. It was so awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to shut off the stream. It's just funny. So it was great. Thanks, Perry.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Well, there you go. See you next time. Dustin will be back. It's awesome. See you, Nancy. See you guys.